Quick little video on how to change an EGR valve on a 93 Astro van. Now, it's going to be a quick video. I already have everything taken apart. I'm just going to run you through the steps on what to do. Okay, the first thing I recommend you do is disconnect the negative battery posts. You don't have to do this, but I highly recommend it because you never know, something could spark off, or you just got to be careful. You don't want to electrocute yourself. You are playing with the engine block. Fire is still running to it. The next thing you're going to want to do is take off the doghouse, and it's nothing but 2 bolts on it. And well, of course, you're going to have to take off the trim molding and the ashtray and cup holder. You're going to want to remove that. And the EGR valve is located on the back of the engine block of the 4.3 liter engine. It is located on the back of it. And here's my old EGR valve. So after you disconnect the battery and you take off the doghouse, you're going to take off the distributor cap. Distributor cap. Take the bolts off, unplug it, and take it off. After you take it off, it's going to be 2 bolts. It's going to be 2 bolts to the EGR valve you're going to pop off, and they are about a 3/8. Actually, they are a 3/8. And you're going to need a wrench. You're not going to get a socket on that damn thing. You're going to need a 3/8 wrench, and really that's it. And then remove the doghouse. So I've heard it's pointless in cleaning these things, because once they're stopped up, and as you can see, I do need another one. Mine is pretty vintage. I did pull this off of an '89 Safari to save money, and well, it lasted for about a year, and still not doing too good. But at your local parts store, at least at O'Reilly, you're looking at, depending on the state you live in with sales tax, you're looking at roughly about $80 for a brand new one. So that, and of course you're going to need to change the gasket on it. So I'm just going to try the cheap way first before I have to change it with some O'Reilly carbon choke cleaner. You don't need any fancy carbon choke cleaner for this. Any regular old carb and choke cleaner will do. And what you're going to do, you're going to spray it into the exhaust area to try to get some of that gunk out of there. While you have it off, you just well replace the gasket on it. It's about $1, $2. Can't beat that. Change the gasket, clean it out real good. You know, you're not going to, it's this little plunger thing down here. You're not going to get that to move unless you got some pretty damn good lungs, and you can use the vacuum line and make the plunger move. But clean up around there real good, and place everything back. I just took off a few extra things, some stuff you don't really have to take off, but place everything back, clean it up real good. EGR valve can cause your vehicle to run pretty sluggish. It cause it to run pretty bad. Few things could cause it to run bad. My thing is, my van was it kept flooding out a little bit, so I've changed all the obvious. Changed the coolant temp sensor and oxygen sensor, and because I have no catalytic converter, so it's going to make the oxygen sensor run crazy. Change the little knick-knack things, and if you do have a 4.3 liter engine and it's running kind of sluggish, run you some seafoam through it on a full tank of gas. It's about the cheapest route you can go, and then you go from there. Other than that, guys, here's my EGR valve and showing you how to take it off. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. You don't need a mechanic to do this. This is a quick do-it-yourself job for all your DIY, all the DIY guys out there. This is a good way to learn how to change your EGR valve. Buy another one, or maybe clean it. The cleaning works for a temporary amount of time. If it works, it'll work for about a couple of days or so, and then you'll be back to your problem again. So keep checking on my videos, and I'll be throughout the changing stuff on the van. I'll be posting videos on how to do it. Thanks, guys.